It is the JAMB policy meeting on admissions, and stakeholders agreed that the minimum benchmark for admission into polytechnics and monotechnics should be 100, while colleges of nursing sciences will also admit candidates with a minimum score of 150. Vice chancellors, rectors, provosts, and heads of regulatory agencies in attendance also agreed deadlines for the conclusion of admissions. Public universities are expected to complete admissions by October 31, private universities by November 30, while polytechnics, monotechnics, and colleges of education have until December 31, 2026. Determined to expand access to teacher education, Alausa announces that candidates seeking admission into Nigeria's Certificate in Education (NCE) will no longer be required to sit for UTME.
Candidates seeking admission into the NCE program who possess a minimum of 4 credits will no longer be required to sit for the UTME. However, it is imperative to emphasize that such candidates shall mandatorily register with JAMB and their credentials shall be duly screened.
Minister of State for Education Sueba Ahmed has this to say.
This policy meeting remains one of the most significant events in our education calendar. It reflects our shared commitment to building an admission system that is merit-driven, inclusive, credible, and responsive to national development.
JAMB Registrar Ishak Oloyede explains the difference between minimum mark and cut-off mark.
Many of you are insisting that 2 are too low, but that's the minimum, EE. But you can't leave somebody with AC, A, B, and go and take EE. But we cannot remove the fact that as at today, the minimum is still 2/16. Somebody who has EE is qualified in the absence of any other person.
He further gives conditions for underage admissions into Nigeria universities.
Candidate who will be 16-year-old by 30 September 2026. Any candidate who is less than 16-year-old must have been declared by JAMB as an exceptionally brilliant candidate before a waiver of admission can be given. For a candidate to be considered exceptionally brilliant, he must have scored not less than 80% in each of UTME or A-level, post-UTME, SSCE, and the exceptional candidate examination.
Oloyede is presiding over the annual policy meeting for the last time ahead of the expiration of his second tenure in August 2026. In Abuja, Henrietta Momodu, EBS News.